of the ladder tournament. Today we start Group B. I'm here with Doctor. Hey, Doctor.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. How are you?
Doing good.
Cleaned your room this time?
I moved my camera.
As good as. So yeah, today we've got Group B starting, which is, let me just get the, sorry. We just get the group set. So we are going with Three-Way Lover, who finished second in the main ladder and is top seed in the group. We have Kaka Mine, which is H-Jack's spot. Have Ramu, by Ramus Roshak, or however that's pronounced. Sorry, mispronounced your name again. We have C-Bot by AIC. Early Aggro by Mateus and Tweakim, and I forget who else? Helpful and someone else, I'm sure I'm missing out. And Madbot by Madman. So yeah, all those six are fighting for top spot in Group A, which will net them a nice fancy Titan XP Nvidia graphics card if they win. Good luck to all of them. So yesterday we had Group A, which left Sarzabot on top with 3 wins and a loss. So he's in top spot at the moment. How do you think that went for everyone, Doctor?
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah.
I think yesterday was a smashing success.
It was.
I was pleasantly surprised both by audience participation and quality of the games. So I'm hoping for a similar run today, but can't be too sure.
Hopefully. But yeah. So anyway, let's get on with it. Our first game of the day is Early Aggro against Kaka Mine. On Lost and Found. Have you got that loading up?
Yeah, let's see.
Early Aggro against Kaka Mine.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I've sorted them alphabetically, and I think I could find it a little easier.
Yeah, so yesterday it was nice and easy because we just did it in date order. Today I kind of got out of whack with the order of playing the games, so it's not quite as easy. Sorry. But yes, they all got played. So I'm just loading that up now. Let me know.
Twitch chat is asking, hey, what were the most interesting games yesterday? I think all of them is a pretty good answer. I think there might have been one, I think less quality one, but...
yeah, I think Sarsabot against Yobot was a really fun game. That was really, really close. Couple of zealots here and there, and Sarsa would have won that. He was unlucky not to go 4 for 0. But I'm ready to go when you are.
Early Aggro, Kaka Mine on Lost and Found?
That's the one.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So yes, Early Aggro is playing Zerg down in the bottom left-hand corner. And Kaka Mine is also playing Zerg up in the top right-hand corner playing blue. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes. H-Jax, I know, spent a lot of time on this bot, but also I think we've got more joint authors for Early Aggro than any other bot, so they should be
I don't think we had a single ZVZ yesterday.
No, we didn't actually. So
ZVZ is definitely an interesting bot matchup because it's usually not played in the traditional sense where you get Zergling Baneling. It's very rare that a bot has scripted actions specifically for a specific race, so it'll just play straight up however it was trained to.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
A little bit of uncharted territory for what ZVZ looks like in bots compared to a regular pro Starcraft game.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this goes. But yeah, both of them look like they're getting an early expansion anyway. So. And Early Aggro looks like he's moving out on the map with a probe. I don't know.
Okay, I thought for a second he was getting a third, and that's the opposite of what Early Aggro is.
Yeah, not quite living up to its name, but I don't know. We did see Sarsabot yesterday take lots of proxies, so that was a bit of Early Aggro.
That is true. I mean, fast expansion of the enemy is natural.
Yeah, Yeah, if you missed it yesterday, Sarsabot was just massively expanding early up to the natural of the enemy and then just making a bunch of Zerglings and Spires and pretty much destroyed a lot of bots doing that. But
I maintain it's a macro play, getting a
yeah,
fast expansion, even if it's the enemy's natural. Like, that's 2 bases against 1 base.
I don't know about that. I'm still calling it cheese, man. I'm still calling it cheese.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, it was really well done. So be interesting to see. So Kaka Mine's got his own spine crawler being built here. He's got the smell of cheese.
So, from an upgrade standpoint, it looks like Kaka Mine is getting a metabolic boost a lot faster than early aggro.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a ZVZ guy. I can't say that's going to be like, hey, absolutely dominating, but it's certainly.
But I tell you what, when those Zerglings have those wings, that's makes it hard for everything else to deal with. We do have a bit of an attack here. Early aggro just testing the waters a little bit.
Testing the waters and running away from a single Zergling.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a massive attack or lots of aggro, but the drone is going by and looking for something. Don't know what it's quite looking for. But
I'm not quite sure what early aggro is up to. Like, it saw a Zergling and ran away.
Yeah.
I mean, most early aggro bots don't stop for anything.
No. But it is coming up with a few Zerglings now, so hopefully a little bit more aggro.
It saw the spine crawler.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been what triggered the retreat.
Although if it could come up to the third, that might actually be it'll take that out pretty easily. And here we go.
Oh, it sees
They're
it.
going.
It sees it.
Yeah, that'll take that out. But
and it splits its army. It split the army.
It's good.
Yeah, this is not something you really want to do. I don't think you should retreat against, like, they both have Zergling speed.
Yeah.
I was going to say, not having Zergling speed and retreating against Zergling speed is not going to favor you. You can't really retreat if you don't have speed versus speed.
But, I mean, it's winning this little battle here, so... Oh, and it's trying to get Banelings. Kaka Mine is trying to get Banelings, but failing. Yeah.
Okay, early aggro needs to deny that third.
Yeah.
If you're on 2 bases and your opponent's on 3, you can make a bigger army, and it looks like that's exactly what it's trying to do. 14 Zerglings on the way, probably going to go try and press that advantage.
Yeah. I don't know, but there's a lot of Banelings coming out, and that's really a waste of a Baneling just to kill a single Zergling, but each to their own, hey? But no. Banelings can be very effective against Zerglings, but not if you just take them out one by one, unfortunately.
Okay, look at the third of Kaka Mine.
Yeah.
Do you see the Zergling? It looks like early aggro got Burrow. Tried to deny the third base.
Oh wow!
But
yes.
It looks like the base went down before it could deny it. So.
Oh, it's just gonna sit there. It's getting a lot of useful information though. Like there's a lot of information it's getting about the Banelings over here. And let's see, because if you can split up these Zerglings in a nice way, you can take out those Banelings with minimal losses.
I don't imagine that a well-microed Zerg bot will ever take heavy losses against Banelings.
No. Although it is. Oh wow, that took out the entire army.
Okay, well.
Just as you were saying that. I think we now know.
I'm talking about in theory here. That was not a textbook micro battle.
I think we now know exactly what they mean by a caster curse.
Yeah. Oops.
Poor early aggro. But, so maybe Kaka Mine did know what he was doing with his Banelings, but now we see Roaches coming out as well, and that's really going to rip through those Zerglings. So...
yeah, that is true. Personally, I would favor Roaches over Banelings.
Yes.
Just because the micro potential of Zerglings.
Yeah, definitely.
But it looks like it was plenty effective.
Yeah, especially if you're doing bots. We have another attack coming from early aggro. It's not very early for his early aggro anymore, so we'll see how this goes. I get the sense it's just really cleaned up fairly easily. And he's running away.
Oh man, those...
Yeah.
Excuse me, those Banelings though.
Yeah. But we have a few of these moving out across the map now.
Yeah. Speaking of another caster curse, Twitch chat just pointed out this match looks surprisingly close to humans playing.
Yeah.
We got the Zerglings and Banelings into roaches. So.
Yeah. Although that
What can I
roach
say?
isn't going to go for long. Oh, poor Early Aggro.
Are you seeing this micro? Like, I was like, what is this blue attack that these Zerglings are doing? Turns out it's just like 9,000 APM. So.
Yeah. So we have an attack from the roaches at the moment. It looks like Early Aggro is only on 20 army supply at the moment, so I don't think it's going to have a very hard time in clearing this up. So there's only 17 Zerglings.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfavored for Early Aggro. Early Aggro is getting a 4th though, so if Kaka Mine doesn't react, which it looks like he is.
Yeah. It looks like it's a very effective strategy against bots to send random Zerglings into places though, because sometimes you can get their entire army to respond to a single Zergling attack and delay them, which is something that a few bots do at the moment. Because it's very easy to write code to just defend an attack and send all your units to one place. It's a lot harder to decide what kind of threat you're facing and then respond accordingly. And a lot of
100%. I agree with that.
So a lot of bots these days will just send single Zergling attacks or single Marine or Zealot attacks in various places to drag their entire army back. But we see the third going down.
Ouch.
And wow. I'm just looking at the supply, and Kaka Mine's got 175 supply. That's for only 8 minutes into the game, and he's lost a few as well, so I mean this Kaka Mine is scary, man.
Yeah, those Grandmaster skills, man. Yeah, Kaka Mine is super scary.
God. He's going to be very difficult to beat at this rate. Like, with this much supply, and it's not like it's just been kind of like turtling up and not losing anything. It's lost plenty of units, and it's now almost at maximum supply at 9 minutes. That's just crazy.
It is impressive. We'll have to see how he fares against super heavy aggression, because if you're greedy, you can definitely get a really high supply, but I wonder if he could be punished for this.
Yeah, maybe.
He's the most adaptive bot, but like maybe there's a weakness that can be exploited somehow.
I don't know. I mean, this is possibly the first bot that I would say that even if I knew what I was facing against, you'd struggle sometimes. Because for a lot of bots, they've got one strategy, and if you learn that strategy, it's very easy to counter them playing as a human. I think playing as a human, I would have a very hard time against this bot. I mean, I'm not a great player, but like, you know.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, there's bound to be a weakness somewhere.
Yes. Oh, so. Yeah, absolutely. But we see him taking down the Evo chamber, and is that Kaka Mine's? No. It's Early Aggro trying to get his base back up, but failing. It's now just going to be a case of running around the map, clearing out all the bases.
Yeah, one thing that can't be understated is the power of Zerg creep as a bot. Like, one of the weaknesses of bots is dealing with imperfect information. And getting the creep everywhere is almost like map hacks, especially if the enemy doesn't know how to clear it. So.
Yeah, definitely. Kaka Mine's very good. I mean, it's pretty much the entire map, isn't it, at the moment? Like, you've got this little corner over here, possibly, and then this top corner over here that's not covered by creep, but the rest of the map is entirely in Kaka Mine's vision.
Yeah, it's not quite perfect creep spread. I remember Pikachu sent me a GIF, or not a GIF, a replay where he covered the whole map in creep by like the 5-minute mark or something.
Yeah.
With his like creep expanding algorithm, but
and there we go. Kaka Mine takes down game 1.
The one burrowed Zergling hiding in a corner in the bottom right.
Yeah, it didn't go down, did it? The entire game. Right, let me just update the bracket quickly.
Fix our smoke detector? It beeps every 5 minutes?
I may have. Wait. I might go and try and remove that, actually. Give me a second. Ah.
I was gonna say, like, I tend to be oblivious to beeps, but
Right, I'm going to just shut my door and hope that fixes it.
there we go. There we go. Cover it up with tape.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things that I should get another battery, else I'm probably going to die in a fire at some point, but sorry guys.
At my apartment, they make me not do anything myself. Like, if something like that's happening, I have to call up maintenance and be like, hey, fix this for me, please.
Yeah.
Or even if a light bulb goes out, I'm like, hey, maintenance, can you change my light bulb? Like, please, thank you. It's a little extreme.
Yep. So our next game is going to be Seabot versus Ramu on Blue Shift.
Okay, can you say that one more time?
Seabot against Ramu on Blue Shift. So yeah.
Yeah. Open it now.
Cool.
At least I told it to open. Here, let me close Starcraft and reopen it.
Yeah.
It'll take like just a couple seconds.
Yeah, I know. So the problem with loading up these games is you have once you close it, you have to re-log in again because it works on an slightly older version.
It doesn't actually do that for me.
Doesn't it? Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, I know it's a little weird because for most of Starcraft's life, it's made me do the same thing.
Yeah.
But if I double click the icon from like my replace folder, it doesn't have me do that. Okay, I'm back in now. So.
Okay, cool.
Ready when you are.
Right. Sorry. Right, which one did I say?
Seabot versus Ramu on Blue Shift.
Ah, there we go. Yes, that's the one.
All good.
I know. It's been a long weekend. Sorry.
Right. All good. Yeah, no, I hear you.
But yeah, so we're just getting that loaded up now. I see Rorschach in the chat. See how your bot does, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to like see these bots. Like yesterday, I screened the replays just a tiny little bit, so I knew what I was getting into before I started casting. Today, I haven't looked at them like hardly at all, so this could be a fresh experience for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same at the moment. But are you
Okay,
ready
cool,
to go?
cool. Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. So Seabot says he's Seabot 2.4.3.
GLHF with the icon. With the icon.
There we go. So yes.
I like that. Like in the replay, it says, "Hey, this is my name. Here's my version.
Yeah.
Ready to go."
So yeah, Seabot is down in the bottom left with the Protoss, and Ramu is up in the top right, the blue Terran. So we have a probe going out across the map. I'm not sure if this is just for scouting. After what we saw with Yobot yesterday, anything is possible. So
I mean, it could just be living up to its name, and it wants to go see.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, poor little probe over here. It's going along. Go on, make a proxy.
I think it's just scouting based on the angle.
Be bold, be bold. Oh, and he gets it up just in time. Oh.
Denied.
That's some very nice coding there, Rorschach. I like that.
Oh, but he's not going straight back.
No, is this a proxy? Be bold, little probe. Be bold, little probe. No!
I think he might just be trying to find a way into the base.
Yeah.
He's looking. Like, yeah, it seems to be all wall all the way around. The initial report was right that his base is one ramp and all wall.
Oh, there we see it go straight up. It's just going to sit there. Come back up again. Try again. No.
This is due to a quirk in StarCraft 2 that actually does exist on the ladder if you play it on live. Where if your opponent is completely walled off and you try to right-click into their main, the probe will get stuck on a wall somewhere, even if you don't have vision of the wall. So what's happening is the probe's trying to get into the main, and then it gets denied, and then it tries to get into the main, and it repaths to a corner somewhere. Once it gets to the corner, it tries to go in the main. The ramp goes up, and it repaths. It's gone back and forth a little bit. So.
Yeah. we have Ramu with like 4 barracks. Yep. So looks like it's building a bunch of Marines. Against, we have some protection cannons out for Seabot. I think he's expecting the early attack. So
check out the APM. It's actually surprisingly low. Like we're getting sections of 0 APM in some places.
That's crazy.
I know, like very little spam. This is very impressive in a surprising way.
Yep. But no. So yeah, lots of cannons actually. 4. You got 4 cannons up, so that's going to stuff any early attack he might be doing. Wow, that is 5 barracks.
Yeah, 5 racks. So back when I was in bronze, my opponent completely devastated my main, but luckily I had a 15,000 mineral bank. So I took all my SCVs, built barracks all around the map, no reactors, pumped out a million Marines, nailed him. I wish I still had that replay. It was hilarious. No reactors, and this is what that's reminding me of. I'm like, back in bronze days, I'm like, why get a reactor when you could just build another barracks?
Yeah, exactly. It's just as good, right? And that's more buildings to float into the corner when you lose.
I mean, to be honest, like I don't think it's significantly better to get a reactor.
No,
if you're only going barracks.
Yeah, it just takes up a lot less space in your base, but that's not always an advantage. But
yeah,
Ramu,
and you're committed to it. You can't ever do the building swap.
But Ramu is going to move out, and there is quite a few cannons here. I don't know if they're going to be able to break through this.
Yeah,
not
0%
with that number.
chance.
Not with that number. No, sorry, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, part of the design of Starcraft is such that cannons are really good at repelling early aggression, but as units get more upgrades, the cannons become weaker and weaker.
So is this again the same bug we saw? Because he's seeing the wall there, and he obviously can't get through the wall, so he's just running into the corner here.
I think so. That is a hard wall with the cannons.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Oh, you know what though? If he gets a couple more Marines, I think he could take down the wall. There's a single pylon. There's a single pylon.
Yeah, just attack that pylon and then everything is dead. But these Marines, no.
Well, I mean, I guess to be fair, there's 4 shield batteries, so I don't know how that's going to play into it.
But is that another? Yep, that's another pylon being built there, so...
So it looks like he's just trying to macro up and build a bunch of Marines.
Yeah. So on the Seabot side, I'm not sure what his plan is. Building another photon cannon in the middle of his base, but he's not really building many units, or tech for that matter. He's building a second base there. But we still just have Ramu. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a little sad.
Oh well. But we have the second base on the way from Ramu, so it's not all single single base type.
He's still building barracks though. So I mean, so here's the thing though. Bots are very reactive.
Yeah.
This all could change once Seabot moves out on the map. Like because the rally of Marines is providing a constant source of vision. Yeah. Once Seabot gets any unit in vision of Ramu, his whole army is going to swing and try and attack that. And then he might see the cannons and stuff and start trying to attack that as well.
But
so the second...
Yeah, this is actually getting better for Ramu as well, because the more Marines you have, like if he gets like a single... I don't know. Is he just going to use these stalkers just to blink over the wall and attack, maybe? Or what's he getting? Oh, he's getting a Stargate. Okay. Yep.
This reminds me of your early bot crypt where you had a Void Rays.
Yeah. That was fun. But yeah.
Okay, so what do you think we're going to see? Carriers, Oracles, Phoenix, or Void Rays?
I don't know. I think he's going to go for carriers.
I would not mind. It's a strong play.
I like carriers, as I was saying yesterday.
I think you called it.
Yep. There he's getting a fleet beacon. But if we look at the units tab, there's 64 Marines out on the map at the moment for for Ramu. So, and he's getting more barracks. Wait, how many barracks is that? Like, oh,
Oops. If you hit T for structure, you can see the building count.
yeah, God. 10.
Oh, did you do the same thing? Hit B for back?
Yeah.
So I had B and then I had to hit F. But yeah, T for structures, seven racks. And this is not good. I don't know if you're at the same point as me, but these Marines are starting to really take some serious damage.
They can't hit the stalkers, but the stalkers can hit down the ramp, so that is not good for Rorschach.
So one thing about the API is it will say, hey, there are stalkers here. Ramu can actually see the stalkers, and if you hit 2 to see his vision, he's frantically trying to attack the stalkers, unaware that he cannot see them. So this is not quite the turn that I expected.
But if you go back to you, he's losing Marines at a real rate there. Oh, Ramu.
Oh, he saw the cannons, and the rest of his Marines are not trying to attack there either.
Yeah.
So why is the API like this? I'm not quite sure what specifically you're asking. Like, there is the concept of like a vision flash. So if you see a unit and run away, it's being reported the same. Like if you see a building and run away, it's still on your map. Like the same kind of effect is with the stalkers. You see the stalkers, but you can't do anything about it. So.
Oh, and now he's down to just 17 Marines left, and it looks like Seabot has seen off the attack and has 3 carriers in production.
So, unfortunately, Ramu has not gotten any upgrades for the Marines. That is a key factor in fighting mass carriers. Like, if you're going to go mass Marines, it's a viable strategy on mass carriers because the Protoss is going to be stuck on a smaller economy than you. You get enough barracks, enough Marines, you can fight the carriers, but you need the upgrades.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's getting any, and we're getting more carriers out now. And if you just look at the supply, Ramu is not that far ahead. And when you're going carriers, you're going to end up with a lower supply anyway. So, yeah, he's still got the option to do that, and he still has a bunch of Marines, but we're now up to 43 Marines again. So it's still possible. We'll see. But now up to 2 carriers out on the map for Seabot. I wonder when he's going to attack.
Yeah, I imagine he's going to try and get more and more carriers. Like, honestly, this is my first game seeing Ramu. I'm still cheering for Ramu. I'm a believer of mass Marines versus carriers. And you got to remember, Seabot has hardwalled himself in. So there's a finite number of resources he can access. And if Seabot doesn't attack anytime soon, these Marines are going to keep growing. Like if he keeps expanding, keeps getting Marines, like he's going to be in a very good spot. Like his mineral income is almost double that of Seabot's right now. Yeah. So.
But as we saw yesterday when we saw mass carriers, the Marines were always attacking the interceptors and not the actual carriers themselves. So I don't know if there is anything in there to attack the carriers rather than the interceptors. But hopefully, we'll see the Phoenix getting a little bit of vision around here. I think that's all. I don't think he's got actually using it to take any of the workers out there.
18 Marines are coming out at a time.
Wow.
It's pretty funny.
That's
this is quite the army. 111 of Marines moving out to attack right now against 4 carriers.
Yeah. So I would think this would favour the Marines, but I'm wondering if he'll get stuck like he did last time.
It's going to be very, very micro-dependent.
Yeah.
You got to remember, interceptors are not free.
Yeah.
So on a 4 base economy, I don't know if like 5 or 6 carriers is going to be enough.
Yep. 15 minerals each, boys. Not much, but they cost. I don't see many. I'm not sure I was seeing many of the interceptors actually doing much work here. I think it's going to be able to break through.
Yeah, eat it.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
The interceptors aren't really doing a lot of work.
I mean, They're putting in some work. Like if we go to units lost, holy moly, that is significantly more than I thought. Shift L for units lost.
Oh,
150 Marines have gone down.
That's insane.
I know.
But it looks
crazy.
It looks like Seabot's going to be able to hold this. All his defense is down, but his carriers are putting in a shift. But there's more backup on the way from Rorschach, from Ramu.
Yeah, so talking about Bronze League heroes right now, and any of you guys who think carriers are OP, you just gotta remember macro, 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 and you can beat them.
Yeah.
There's a significant opportunity cost of getting carriers, and even if it requires sending 205 of your own Marines to their deaths, you can beat them.
Yeah. So it looks like Seabot's going to be able to hold this though. 205 Marines dead. This is a slaughter.
It truly is.
Ramu.
And
oh god.
I'm a little concerned for Ramu now. Like, because I thought Ramu was going to kill him with the attack. Ramu did not expand while he was moving out.
I'm concerned for those Marines. Look at their families. So many.
Yeah, it's a
people
little
have
late
families, guys. Think of that before you sent all those Marines to their deaths. But now it looks like Seabot's gonna come along with all these carriers. Yeah, so 9 carriers on the map now for Seabot, and I think he's just gonna walk across the map and take all these out, especially if the Marines just come in one at a time. Wow.
He just does not have the macro to sustain the level of main Marines he needs to fight this.
No.
He needs another 2 bases and another like 10 barracks in order to like actually stand a chance.
Yeah.
Especially when he's not focused firing the carriers. So.
Well, this is it's not going to end well for him, unfortunately. That was a valiant attempt, though.
He tried. He truly did.
Yeah. I just want to see the see the casualties list at the end of this. It's like 316. Oh god.
Yeah, 324. And an orbital. 27 SCVs, 30 SCVs.
Oh god. This is not pretty.
That truly isn't.
I think next Ramu game is going to come with a with an explicit content warning.
Ramu GG'd.
Yeah. I think that was just to stop more of his Marines going down. But it's good that he has the GG.
I wonder what the trigger for that was.
I don't know. But total at the end was 340 deaths of Marines and 41 SCVs. Ramu, Rorschach, you're an absolute monster for programming that. Like, just think of the families, guys. Think of the families. Anyway, hopefully our next next game won't be as bloody. Well, I don't know. I like a bit of blood, but not much blood.
Like my Marines, like I like my steak. Bloody.
Oh dear.
I actually don't. Speaking as a Terran player, please build medevacs for your Marines. Don't let them die.
Yeah. Right, I'll just update the brackets. And
oh, that's my computer making the Starcraft login noises.
Yeah.
Okay, what game are we on now?
So we got slightly out of order, but that's fine. So the next one, I believe, is going to be Early Aggro versus Three-Way Lover.
Chat wants us to update the stream title to Day 2.
Okay. Just give me a sec. I will do that.
So versus three-way lover, Early Aggro versus three-way lover. You said?
Yes.
Versus three-way. Okay.
Right. So let me change the settings on the channel. I'll do that in a bit anyway. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. All good. All good. It's not a biggie.
Yeah.
There used to be an edit button right under the stream video that you could hit to update, but it's been very hit or miss whether that actually updates the channel. So
Yeah. No, I've tried it sometimes. It just doesn't work.
I know it's so lame. Anyways, it's not too big a deal. This is day 2 of the tournament for any of you
Yep.
those confused. We have not been streaming for 12 hours straight.
Well, almost. We did pretty.
As a matter of fact, day 2.
Yeah, we did pretty long one yesterday. I think we were almost in for 3 hours. So.
It was a lot of fun though.
Yeah, definitely. But so I am ready to go.
Early Aggro versus 3-way lover.
Yep.
I'm ready when you are.
Just give me 1 sec. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so Early Aggro playing as Zerg. On the bottom left is the red player. And in the top right, 3-way lover is our blue Protoss. 3-way lover was fairly famous on the ladder for doing some nice ripe cheeses.
Nice.
I think that's fair to say. He finished second on the ladder though, so it's not just cheese. There's also some very nice code in there, and he's done a very good job. And this bot is always super well prepared and super difficult to beat. So we'll see how it goes. But there is a probe coming across the map, and he seems to be sitting there. Oh. Are we going to get another gate proxy? I think we may.
I mean, it's just parked under the Overlord.
Yeah.
Right in vision of the Overlord. For those of you guys wondering what to do on ladder, do not try this at home, kids. Do not try this at home.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, if you wanna park your building underneath the Overlord, this is what's gonna happen.
But he's got it down.
To answer your question in chat, any news about DeepMind, their policy is, yes, they're still working on it, but they don't want to talk about it until they have something impressive to show. So they've been doing a lot of experiments that none of us know anything about. But they are still working on it.
Yeah. So they're not really revealing a lot at the moment. But it looks like this pylon is going to go down. 3-way lover, our first cannon rush of the event. It's not really that impressive right now, but he is trying to build another one.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be aware that his pylon went down. His cannon is still trying to be placed there.
Yeah, I think also, that's just going to fail.
Another weird quirk of bots, he didn't need to send 2 probes out to build both a cannon and a pylon.
But I don't know if this is being seen, actually. Oh, yep, it's in full vision, and out comes the probes again. The drones, rather. But it doesn't.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Like, he's sending 3 workers out to attack the pylons. And I watched one of Printf's videos on how to defend against cannon rushers. Yeah. 3 workers is the secret. If you get 3 workers attacking a pylon or a cannon as it's right when it starts to build, it will die when it finishes.
Yeah. So interestingly, it looks like he's sending out more probes to actually build from the base.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
No. Like, there was one that built it originally. I don't know where that went to. It actually just came all the way back. Wow.
Yeah, this is... And these lings are gonna, like, take him out.
Yeah. So there's no army supply for 3-way lover at the moment, so... although he is slightly up in workers, but that's not really going to do much for him. I think Early Aggro might just march across the map with these Zerglings and just take everything out. Oh, it's
So, I mean, you say you don't know what there's a comment in chat that says you don't know what TWL is doing. This all comes back to the fact that he tried to build a pylon underneath an Overlord.
Yeah. So he's building a few defences in his main though, so maybe he might be able to hold this initial attack.
Oh, maybe. Cannons. This isn't Brood War. Cannons are definitely a lot stronger against Zerglings than they were in Brood War. So.
But yeah,
he might be able to hold. So this game looks like it's stabilizing, relatively speaking. It's all going to come down to the follow-ups. And at this level of play, there's bound to be at least something. You know?
But he's still not producing any army. That worries me. He's ahead on workers, ahead in income just about, but he's still not producing anything that's actually going to kill them.
Yeah, he has not given up on the cannon rush. So it's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not going to work now. There's too many Zerglings out. You're not going to be able to build cannons anywhere near them. Unless they really mess up. But God.
It's the creep. Like cannon rush is actually really effective against Zerg because you can build cannons out of their vision of a building hatchery. And right when the hatchery finishes, they can no longer cancel it. The cannons start attacking it. You know.
Yeah.
So, but that's the trick. You can't do it once the creep's there. So.
I remember Haas doing one in one of the WCS tournaments.
Yeah, Haas is so cool.
Yeah, that was a brilliantly done cannon rush. Oh, I think Three-Way Lover is just going to have to build some army. Like I don't know if he's programmed it to.
He needs to macro behind this. Like even if so, tip for ladder players: if you get that cannon building and you deny that hatchery, you can't kill a Zerg with cannon rushes only. Like, you can't build cannons close enough to a hatchery to finish them off. There has to be some sort of transition. Whether you expand behind the fact that they denied their base, or you go all in and get a lot of immortals. Like, there has to be something.
Yeah. So he's building a Stargate now. He seems like he's building cannon rush into Stargate, into maybe Void Rays or Carriers. I wonder where he got this idea from, hey?
Yeah, I mean, it does sound like a familiar bot that I was one of the banes of my existence back in the day.
I know, I remember it. But no, he probably does it a lot better than I ever did, so, you know, that's fine.
Oh, it's a different meta now.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing that concerns me about this bot is he put a gateway in between his gas and the Nexus.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to be able to support Void Rays.
It's not too bad if you get a warp gate, but.
And these cannons are putting in some work.
Yeah.
Three-Way Lover needs to take an expansion.
Yeah.
But he's not going to sustain against multiple bases worth of threat. You know?
No. But the problem is if he gets the Stargate down and starts building Void Rays, unless Early Aggro transitions into something like Hydralisks or something that can actually shoot up, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. Although having said that, Void Rays are very slow at taking down Zerglings.
It is true, but they are strong.
Yes.
They will do it, and as long as he has cannons to back this up, there's some serious potential here.
Yeah. It looks like those Zerglings are just going to deal with those cannons right now. Like,
I don't know if cannons are going to be enough, because as Early Aggro keeps growing, more and more Zerglings are going to keep coming.
Yeah.
And eventually this rate of cannon production is not going to sustain. And I mean, maybe he'll hit a critical mass of Void Rays.
He does have a Void Ray out now. So.
Yeah, the Void Rays are definitely slow at taking out Lings. These are not oracles.
But they may be slow, but they may just get the job done. If we get
he's starting to lose workers now, which is not what he needs off of one base.
Yeah.
He's lost not an insignificant amount of workers. We go to units lost, 32 workers have gone down.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
But again, 102 Zerglings.
Yeah, it's true. I'm concerned now for Three-Way Lover. I'm still cheering for him because he can hit a critical mass of Void Rays and start dealing with the Lings. But he's not doing it. He's building Stalkers.
Wow.
So.
Oh yeah, you're right. But just as you say that, he's getting his second expansion, or his first expansion now, so... Wait.
Early expansion at the 8-minute mark?
What just happened? Did Three-Way Lover tap out? looks like three-way lava GG'd. I'm not sure if he crashed or something. I'll have to check the
Uh,
logs.
yeah, that's this is not what's supposed to happen.
No, I'll have
For a
to check.
second though, I thought three-way lover won and early aggro tapped out, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna return to the game, hit back, and see if there's anything that it scouted that may have triggered this. He has 2 workers out on the map, and I think it's just a crash.
yeah.
Like,
I
he did
think it
not
is.
see anything that triggered this.
I'm
So.
gonna check the logs and make sure of that, and we'll go and make sure of see what actually happened. But as soon as I get that, I will confirm the result. But it does look like three-way lover did actually crash. So, yeah. We'll
That's certainly not the way things are supposed to go down.
no, but it does occasionally happen. Like these programmers aren't infallible, except for me, of course.
Yeah,
But
but
we'll,
both you and me have like put our bots on the sideline to try and like develop the community a bit more. But once we
yeah,
return, we will be unstoppable.
exactly. But yeah, I will go back and check the logs and make sure that that's been recorded correctly. So we might not have the result up straight away because I'll have to make sure. Anyway, for our next game, we will have Madbot versus Kaka Mine on Parasite.
If Kaka Mine keeps playing like it has, I'm expecting a 4-0 from this. So it's pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty crazy. Like I said, I mean that's some of the best teching up I've seen. Like to get that much supply that early. I think we were 8 minutes in when we were 175 supply on this last game. I'd be surprised if anything can really deal with that. Although actually, I think AIC might have a bit more success going carriers, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. HJax's bots, Kaka Mine was submitted by HJax, by the way. His bots tend to know how to deal with air units.
Yeah.
But it's very reactive. So maybe if you could deny the scout,
Yeah.
then you can do some serious damage to Kaka Mine.
So anyway, are you ready to go?
Yep.
Cool. In 3, 2, 1, go. So in the top left-hand corner, we have Madbot, who is playing as our red Protoss, and in the bottom right is Kaka Mine as our blue Zerg. So Madbot says that he's version 1.4 GLHF.
Nice. we have a second one doing the GLHF with the version number. So maybe we'll see a new meta where bots respond to the early GLHF. I'm counting on Avalobot here for some serious counter BM.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Yamabushi and three-way lover were taking advantage of it on the ladder by detecting which bot was which by what they said in chat.
Oh.
I have it on good authority he's not doing that anymore, but we'll have to wait and see.
That's hilarious. Personally, I'm of the opinion like I have my bot open source. I'll gladly proclaim the name of my bot at the start of every game.
Yeah.
Because I want my bot to be the best.
Yeah. I don't mind. Like, I think that, I mean, one way around it would be to just spit out a random kind of like GUID or something, and then just, have it that way that only you know. Anyway.
And then bots will detect the random GUID.
Yeah. So we see a little probe scout over here. He gets the early expansion from Kaka Mine. So, and the probe will go down. But we've got a drone over here as well, doing exactly the same on the other side of the map. I wonder if that one will go down.
So, Kaka Mine seems to favor a hatchery before pool. So, if this is true against every bot, it definitely might have a weakness.
Yeah.
Against early aggression. Maybe that mass zealots, maybe?
Possibly. Where we have our first zealot out on the map. And it looks like it's going for the Warp Great Tech straight away, so I don't know. Be interested to see what he's taking up to.
True,
But
true.
yeah. So Yamabushi said in chat that he's not using his chat anymore to detect the bots. So
That's very respectable. Very respectable.
yeah, yeah. So we have stalkers coming out from Mad Bots. Just a little queen coming out from Kaka Mine. I don't see any Zerglings yet. Oh wait, no, there's 4 Zerglings out. And Kaka Mine's getting a third. That's very, very early to get the third base.
Yeah. Let's see. Has Kaka Mine has scouted a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is probably a responsive third based on what he's seen.
Yeah.
Although I feel like it is incorrect to take a third this early if you scout and don't see a natural expansion.
Yeah.
Because that means there's definitely either a proxy you don't know about or some sort of one base all in. So.
But interestingly, has Madbot managed to wall himself in completely here?
Mm-hmm.
So he must be going for some one base tactic. I'm not sure if there's a way round there, is there? But
That is not a tight wall.
yeah. So he could. Yeah.
Stalkers are not getting out, but I think he could get a probe out of there.
Yeah.
And his adepts out of there.
But then he could just blink out the stalkers if he managed to get blink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and this is a bug that I had for a long time that I think Madman is also suffering from. He basically tries to build stuff in the middle of his mineral line.
I suffer from that too. And
Yeah.
my bot is like originally a spin-off of Command Center bot. It's a diversion enough that I don't think you could call them one and the same anymore, but it shouldn't suffer from it because that's built into Command Center, so
Oh wow.
it's not an easy thing to work around. Not easy at all. Man, that Twilight Council roll.
It can't go up. It's still blocking itself. Oh.
Man, it's from the APM. All the units are trying to move there. Normally, they'll automatically move out of the way, but if they get another move command, like they're not going to automatically move out of the way.
Oh. Wait, he might have enough space. No! Oh, so close. Oh, is he going to be able to get it up? I don't know. Oh. But yeah. So again, going on army supply, Kaka Mine's up to 74 already. Only 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see whether that Twilight Council goes down, but let's just take a look and see what Kaka Mine is building. We see a spire coming up, so although that's interesting because he's building a spire now. So obviously he does have stuff that shoots air units, so that might be bad in future matchups for bots like AIC who rely on carriers.
Yeah, I still maintain that I think Kaka Mine could succumb to rushes. Like, that early third is not what you want. So,
well, he's getting a fourth now and he's only 5 minutes into the game.
I mean, I'm not Grandmaster, so maybe HX has some ways to defend even with this greedy 3-base play. So, like, if you watch pro games, it's not uncommon to see the 3-base this early.
Yeah. But let's see. He's still trying to build this. Oh no! Is he ever going to get that Twilight Council down? Oh.
I'm leaning on the side of no.
Oh, poor guy. I really feel sorry for that probe.
But ladies and gentlemen, you may not like this, but this is what peak Protoss performance looks like.
Oh, poor guy. He's never going to be able to blink those stalkers out of that base. He needs that Twilight Council to build blink so he can get those stalkers out.
And HX is probably going to attack in like 2 minutes once he maxes out.
126 already. Like, this is going to be interesting because this is going to actually be more of a kind of like a show of exactly how fast Kaka Mine can max up his supply. Like, we're talking 7 minutes and he's already at 135. This is going to rapidly increase. But yeah.
And is it true that the API cannot support Archons at this point in time?
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
So we have a problem with that.
I feel like there's got to be a way around that, but At this time, there's no known way to make Archons, so the Mutalisks against Protoss, I feel like, are going to be extra effective because of that.
We do have our first attack from the Mutas, but but you no. I'm sorry, the Adepts aren't going to do anything against those Mutas, guys.
Madbot has made a reactive Dark Shrine against the Mutas. It knows. It knows how to play dirty.
Oh.
Oh man, and Adepts are not what he wants either.
No, that's not going to help him. But again, Kaka Mine.
Ouch.
But yeah, I think he can probably deal with these attacks from the Mutas. It's just the rest of the army is going to probably kill him quite fast. If you look at the units lost, there's only 7 probes gone down, so this isn't too bad.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think he has enough to deal with the Mutas. Like, this number of Stalkers, the Stalkers don't kill Mutas all that fast, especially when they're not being focus fired.
Yeah. I don't know, they're pretty good at it. Like, Mutas don't have a lot of health. Like, they're actually...
That is true. That is true.
So, you know, I generally have a lot of success if I'm playing on ladder with building Stalkers against Mutas, provided they don't run around the back of me and kill my mineral line.
I'm sure it helps a lot when you get Blink out.
Yeah. I mean,
you can blink the Stalkers wherever you want, and oh man, that counters the mobility of Mutas pretty hard. So.
Yeah. I mean, in a straight up clean fight, these Stalkers would win. But when has Zerg ever been known for a straight up clean fight? Oh, and here we come with the Zerglings. Oh god. Oh god. There's not enough room in the base for all these Zerglings.
The Dark Templar was out of position. The Dark Templar could have formed a hard wall and denied all the Zerglings from getting in.
Oh, that would have been so good. But no. One Dark Templar is not going to be enough to deal with all of these. But actually, like, they're very much in a choke point there, and they're going down quite fast. Like, these Adepts are very good at dealing with the Zerglings.
Yeah, the shield battery is empty now, though, so... Yeah. Oh, and Overlords. It has or Overseers has detected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Dark Templars are not going to be doing a lot of work for you, unfortunately. But yeah. Well,
it's trying, though.
Look at the units lost tab. There's 146 Zerglings have already been killed.
That's quite a bit less than the slaughters we've been expecting.
Exactly.
Kaka Mine is on 6 bases now. 6 base against 1. Yeah. So it's not looking good. I think it's just a matter of time at this point.
Yeah. I think if Madbot had expanded a bit earlier and maybe got a few more Stalkers out, he might have been able to survive, but at this point it just looks pretty helpless for him.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before these Mutas clean up.
Yeah.
He has 24 Mutas out, 60 Zerglings out, and I think even an attack move is enough to finish it off.
Yeah, there's no workers left for Madbot. Oh, sorry, there's 1 worker, no workers. So, yeah, it's just a matter of time now before we see this base go down. And that's Kaka Mine taking...
Is there a way for us to build into like the ladder manager somehow to detect that a bot has like no supply left and not enough minerals to build anymore?
It's possible, but the problem is it would take deep inspection of the observation package. So yeah,
that's true because only 2 bots get the observation packets, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. So Kaka Mine would take another win.
So Kaka Mine's at 2-0 now, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Kaka Mine's 2-0'd. So our next game, and Kaka Mine looks really strong. Like, I would be very surprised at this point to see him lose. He's that bad. It looks like
Kaka Mine's pretty good.
Looks like H-Jax has done a very, very good job on that. So
I still favor either my bot or Micro Machine against him, just because like I feel like you can do a lot with Reapers against Zerg.
yeah. So our last game was Madbot Kaka Mine. So the next one will be another game for Madbot against Early Aggro.
Okay. I'm gonna need to grab water real quick. So,
Okay.
what map did you say?
So it's Madbot versus Early Aggro on Acid Plant.
Okay, I'll get that loaded up while I get water. Be right
Cool.
back.
I will hold down the fort. Ah. So yeah, I'll just wait for Doctor to get back. Ah. Anyway. Yeah, H-Jack said he's on a flight at the moment, so he's going to catch up when he gets back. I think he'll be quite pleased. Just responding to some of the Twitter questions. USC2, the results of the matches so far are we just saw Madbot against Kaka Mine, which was Kaka Mine's win. We saw Cbot against Ramu, which was run by Cbot. We had Early Aggro against Three-Way Lover, which was yeah, whatever. So Early Aggro against Three-Way Lover, which was a crash for Three-Way Lover, I believe, but we're going to have to confirm that later. So we're not going to record the match of that just yet. And the other match we had was Early Aggro against Kaka Mine, which was again won by Kaka Mine. I will get the results up as soon as we finish the stream, but it's difficult to do the stream and do the matches at the same time, so I'm going to probably leave that till after we finish and then get that up as soon as it's done.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yesterday, after that 3-hour stream of like basically non-stop talking, like I almost felt a little sick. Like I didn't realize how important it was to keep your throat hydrated. So.
Yeah. So Madbot is up again. This time versus Early Aggro.
EA.
Yep.
As the fans are calling him. I don't know if that's a beloved EA or not, but
no, I'd much rather Early Aggro than EA because EA is terrible.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
I think Matthias might get slightly upset about that, but he's calling it EA himself, so okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Early Aggro.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm just loading up. Sorry.
All good, all good. Early Aggro versus Madbot.
Yep.
Do you remember the good old days back when Wings of Liberty first launched, and then you go to ladder, and it takes like a good 45 seconds to get into game because solid state hard drives weren't yet like really mainstream. So I had a brand new computer. My computer would load like probably in 5 seconds, but that's written another 40 seconds, especially in team games.
Yeah.
Like it would just take ages.
That was the worst. Terrible. Anyway, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Going in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, top left is Early Aggro, who's our blue Zerg, who likes a lot of Early Aggro. And bottom right is Madbot, who we saw last time got his absolutely destroyed by Kaka Mine. The red Protoss down here. So we'll see if he managed to get his Twilight Council down this time. I think if he'd do a lot better if he didn't have just that unfortunate placement, because a lot of the time you don't sort of like hard code your placements on every map. You rely on an algorithm to pick them up. So on some maps you can have some really bad. And I did not just say bad bot. I said mad bot. Damn it!
It's a tongue twister. It's the name of the bot that tripped you up. But yeah, it's definitely easy to have building placement algorithm bugs, and those are very hard to track down because part of the problem with programming AI is it's very state driven. So you're like, I see a bug. Me, an intellectual, will go solve it, and then you go to your code, and it's like everything looks right, and it's like, okay, it's caused from this state. How did the bot even get there in the first place? So.
Yeah, I know those bugs. They're very.
It's very hard to track down bugs in AIs.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so we have a spawning pool coming out first, and we also have an early expansion from Early Aggro. So, yep. Looks like he's going for his mass circling tactics again.
Fairly standard play. Madbot did say, "Oh wow, that mass migration to the bottom left mineral patch." I guess you didn't catch it, but for Madbot, all the probes moved to the bottom left mineral patch.
Oh, I totally missed that, but yeah.
Okay, it's pretty funny. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Madbot said he was very reaction based, so it sounded like his scout died and he chose the wrong build order.
Yeah.
So maybe this game he won't even need a Twilight. So we will see.
Possible. He's already got like the cyber core out, so and we have all of the drones coming down here, migrating to the first expansion. We already have a few Zerglings moving out on the map. With just a scout there, I can't imagine 2 Zerglings are going to do much more than just get a quick scout of what's going on. But it does chase away the scout from Madbot.
That is true. It looks like the scout's going to get away, but the question is, did he get enough information to know what to do?
I don't know. We've got a couple of units already out from Madbot, so hopefully it looks like we've got 4 Zerglings now.
Oh man, that was sick. He had his scouting worker set to go back to mine at the mineral patch, so he was able to move through his stalker and deny the Zergling aggression.
The good old mineral walk. But it does look like he's got a bit more room now to get out, so hopefully that'll be the case. We do have more and more Zerglings being built over here. This looks like a more major move now from the Zerglings.
We're at 18 Zerglings built.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to break through. The shield battery, 2 shield batteries now, is definitely going to favor the Protoss.
Oh yeah, and
it's all going to depend whether or not the Protoss can get in position, make a wall with his units.
Yeah, and those adepts are very good against Zerglings.
That is true.
So, there's quite a lot of Zerglings though. But not a lot of surface area. I get the sense they're going to be limited on the amount of surface area they're going to get.
It looks like he's going to get through.
So,
oh wait, nope.
No. No, he's
Denied.
going to retreat.
Denied. He needs to get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just no way through.
Man, it got in position right in the nick of time. I guess he has his units there, so he's able to move anywhere in his base as fast as possible.
Yeah.
He's not just right in position, because humans could occasionally make a mistake. Hey, I didn't make my wall in time. But right there, you can respond instantly. So I'm actually kind of impressed.
Yeah, it does look like he's doing really well. Certainly doing a lot better this time than he done last time. Although, I think if he moved out now across the map, he'd get a lot of work done with that army.
That is true. That is true. Because he spent no money at all building his economy. His army is formidable.
Yes. Yeah. And Batman just pointed out that yes, this time he did have the Twilight Council down. So.
Man, he's trying to get out with that probe, and finally is able to escape to, I think, build a natural. Nope. I think he's just scouting.
Yep. He's going to get taken out by those Zerglings, and this is a major Zergling push.
Thankfully, probes do not have families, unlike those Marines.
Yeah.
No.
But it doesn't look like these Zerglings are going to be able to break through here. It's just a meat grinder.
The Zerglings are getting through. That's not a hard wall.
It's not, but I think there's enough army in there to stop it.
Yeah, I think there is too. I'm just surprised. I could have sworn that shield battery was flush against the wall. No. But I guess not.
No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, he could get back round the bottom right there, but... yeah, he didn't quite see it in time. But yeah, like, all it really needs is Madbot now to move out across the map, and he could have this. But the thing going for this early aggro bot is he's now working on his 3rd base, so...
Yeah, 100%.
Wow, that's...
Madbot needs to take advantage of his tech lead. I think once we get a Dark Templar out, that will be his trigger to attack.
Yeah, we have a Dark Templar now, so... Again, we have the problem that Zerglings just throwing themselves into a meat grinder. I think that shield battery might go down, But the shield battery has gone down.
Oh yeah. Shield battery is out of range. I wonder if he detected the Dark Templar. He has 2 Dark Templars out. I think he's just gonna like what do you call it? Not needle drip, slow drip, something drip, like Dark Templars into the enemy and take down everything slowly and surgically.
Yeah, we have a couple of Dark Templars across the map now, and another one in production. So this is this could be a good tactic. I don't see any detection. There's no overlords around, so.
What I've seen from the bots today, I seriously favor Kaka Mine getting out of this group first. Most of these bots seem very linear in their game plan. And like Dark Templars is a deadly strategy against many bots. It's hard to scout, hard to detect, it's just a pain.
Yeah, so again, this attack's going to get cleared up, and Early Aggro is down on just 20 army supply. Like, literally just a few Zerglings and that's it. And if you look at the army supply of Madbot, I mean, it should just be able to take this now.
Yeah. Let's see. He has very little larva right now, which is a huge problem. Like, honestly, it could still be anyone's game. Like, if Madbot moves out, he could do some serious damage. Yeah. But his early aggro bots, like, I guess you're right. If he moves now, things will happen. But early aggro bot is in this position where he's expanding and growing like any good Zerg should. He will expand, he will grow, he'll get an army, and he'll send wave after wave of Zerglings to their death, eventually wearing him down.
Yeah.
So the question is, who will reach that critical mass first? Madbot with his Dark Templars?
Yeah.
Or early aggro with his mass economy and Zerglings?
But if you see that attack got absolutely nothing done.
It's true. It's true. Madbot, and now is his time to shine. He has to move. He has to get something done. Otherwise, it will go to a point where Dark Templars versus... I guess his Dark Templars isn't the core of his army. He's just going into the main, and he's doing work with those Dark Templars.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd entirely missed that. But look at
I missed it too.
Look at the lair. It's down to like half health already.
Yeah.
He's taking out a couple of those. There are overseers on the map for early aggro. But...
And early aggro detected this and built spore crawlers, but it is too late. Yeah. In the main, there is no spore crawlers. Like that overseer needs to come back and protect the lair. That queen is a goner.
Oh.
But will it be enough? Even if he gets back in time, Madbot just has too much.
Yeah.
Madbot is moving in.
We see now
preparing the death march.
Yeah, we see now the Zerglings are doing a fair bit of work, but there's also Madbot's moving straight in. Yeah, it looks like this might be a win for Madbot.
Yeah, so PC has a question in chat. It does if the replays Blizzard gives out to learn on have all the chat messages. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they stripped out all personal information.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so it looks like Madbot will take this. But yeah, the lair is going down in the main now.
With 22 Zerglings, I think there is a way for Madbot or for early aggro to come back.
Yeah.
If he gets enough Zerglings, he can go in and take the main. Like, if this turns into a base trade, like, Protoss just does not have enough. Like, all his buildings are focused in one spot. But I think the Dark Templars might be enough on defense.
Yeah, I think they've got enough defense there. I don't think he's going to be able to get enough Zerglings to really trouble this, especially with the wall there.
Yeah, that Dark Templar wall, pretty strong.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
And now it just becomes a matter to see if Madbot can find the other bases and kill them.
He probably will.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a matter of time.
You already see him making work on this one here.
Early aggro has serious comeback potential with 24,000 APM.
Yeah.
Average of 10,000 APM throughout the game.
That's insane.
When I first got into Starcraft, one of my friends pointed out to me, hey, if you could perfectly control your Zerglings, you'd be almost unstoppable. Like, every Zergling had a mind of its own, Like, you could do so much. It could perfectly spread your Zerglings out, never take any splash damage from tanks, never take any splash damage from Banelings, always pull back your Zerglings right at the right moment so you never lose any. And you'd be a terrifying force to reckon with.
Yeah, yeah, if you could do that.
We haven't quite seen that level of control yet, but we will get there, and man, it will be fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't think even Cyril can be that good.
That is true. But Cyril is unstoppable. He's my favorite to win BlizzCon. If he plays anything like he did at GSL versus the World, like, oh my
God,
goodness.
Yeah. I really hope he does. It would be great to see a Westerner win.
Cyril's made like, I was watching the GSL versus the World Games. I'd say if I had to like articulate what his strength is, it would be lying to his opponent almost. You know, like, he's very good at making his opponent think they're in a situation they're not, reacting to that, and then just coming in and destroying them. So it's very hard to like play against someone that you can't get a read on. So.
Yeah, definitely. Certainly, I wouldn't like to face him. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see, like, if on a one-off game, like someone like Kaka Mine could actually take someone in Grandmaster. I'm not sure if HJax has played against him yet, but that would be good.
I think a very well executed cheese bot could take off games off of Grandmaster at least once. Like, if they go in blind, not knowing what to expect, I think a well executed cheese bot can destroy a Grandmaster.
Yeah, definitely.
But the real challenge is, can any bot eventually get to the point where it can win in a best of 7? So.
Yeah. And I don't think we're anywhere near that, unfortunately, at the moment.
Yeah,
but
unfortunately not.
Okay, so next game up will be Ramu against Kaka Mine. We see our newly installed tournament favourite. Let's see, I think this might be an interesting game. Like, mass marines against mass Zerglings. I'm not sure it's quite as clear cut as it might at first appear.
It's very true. So I think the two races that have the most potential in a completely unfair AI versus AI fight where you're not limited by APM is Zerg and Terran.
Yeah.
Because with Zerg, you got those Zerglings, you have Banelings, and you have Mutas. All of those have extremely high potential as microable units. And with Terran, everything is microable. So, like, without those limits, I don't think Protoss has much of a chance. But we'll see. Like, Protoss does have the mind games and like tech components. Like, the Protoss units are strong, just out of the box. So.
Yeah. Give me a second, because. Huh. Okay, just give me one sec. I seem to have not copied that one across. That's weird. Huh.
At this point in AI, I think it's a bit early to give artificial limitations to how an AI can play, because right now we're not even close to the point where an AI can, with no limitations, compete someone in a best of 7, let alone an AI with limitations. So
yeah, this is something I know, like PYSC2 has done, where it's saying like you can only access what's on the screen, and they're doing a lot of good work with kind of like trying to do basically just try and gain information from what's on the screen and take actions by that, and they're doing a lot more machine learning based tools on that. But I think that while that is very worthwhile, I think trying to get a bot to actually play with full information first is probably going to be a first step towards getting everything, moving everything along towards beating sort of like professional players, rather than immediately going in and placing limitations like APM and like the amount of information you can access on that, and then you know it's going to be a lot harder road if we do that. But anyway, on to the next game. Have you got that loaded up?
got it loaded up.
Cool. Ready to go in. Let me just put the window up. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so down on the bottom left, it's the red player Ramu playing as our Terran, and up on the top right, it is Kaka Mine with playing as our blue Zerg. Let's see how fast he can max out this time.
I know, right? Kaka Mine definitely avoids doing any cheese strats, tries to play straight up, and you can tell it was developed by a grandmaster. Like, you watch it play, and it reminds you of high-level Zergs playing.
Yes.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely. So we already have our first barracks coming out from Ramu, our first of many.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
One of my friends, when he made a Brood War AI before Starcraft AI, Starcraft 2 AI was a thing. He made mass Marines, and that was where it was at for him. So.
Yeah. So,
reminds me of this. All barracks, Marines.
Yeah. So, what's your guess at the amount of Marines that will be killed this time?
Oh my goodness.
I think we had 340.
I'm guessing less than 250.
Okay.
I think Kaka Mine is going to max out and win before there's enough Marines to be slaughtered.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be an absolute slaughter.
I don't know either. Like, you can't ever can't ever underestimate the Marine. Marines are strong.
Yeah.
There's a joke that goes, a Marine walked into the bar and he said, "Hey, I'm looking for the counter," and the bartender's like, "For you Marines, there is no counter. Like, get out of here. Good versus everything."
That's the oldest joke in the Starcraft 2, man. Come on.
I know. I found it, and I found it hilarious. It's all about the execution, man.
Yeah. It's just the way you tell them.
I have a little bit to go before I have it funny every time, even if you heard it before. But
it's fine. It's all good, man.
I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I don't know if Kaka Mine is doing this based on who he knows his opponent is, because this is an abnormal number of
Yes, 4 spine crawlers coming out is a lot.
Abnormal amount of spine crawlers.
I think it's just because he's seen the amount of barracks. Like, we've got like 6 barracks coming out. No, 5. God damn it. Losing my ability to count. But
I know. It's all good. Like, we've been casting a long time.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for, like, Artosis and Tasteless. Like, they did, like, an all-day 14-hour long cast once of Brood War. And granted, they love Brood War to death, and I'm sure it was a real treat for them. But their voices, man. Like, they're going to, like, lose the ability to speak by age 60. Like, it's rough.
Yeah, hopefully we won't do that. But yeah, so only 5 at the moment. 6 barracks now coming down. So, yeah. The army supply is quite equal at the moment, and Kaka Mine is not expanding to his normal 3rd or 4th base. So
I think Kaka Mine knows his opponents a little bit, and has slightly crafted strategies. Like, I'm not quite sure what's triggering it. I don't know if it's by race or by opponent, what information he gets when he scouts, but there's definitely something going on here. He knows he cannot be greedy against all these Marines.
Yeah.
So.
Certainly, if these Marines walked into these spine crawlers, it would be they would get denied as much as they did in that bar. I'm sorry. So yes, apparently. Oh god, you started it now, man. Apparently, a dragoon walks around a bar.
I know. I mean, that is the joke. Like, that would ever happen. It would get stuck on that bar.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the Marines moving out a little bit now. I wonder if they're going to find those spine crawlers and go,
100% they're going to find those spine crawlers. 100%.
Yeah. It's not going to be pretty for them. I hope they left good notes to their families. Oh no, that poor Marine. But do they have the micro to get back here? That's actually not too bad micro from Ramu. Like, he's managing to kite these Zerglings a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, with Marines, there is no counter, man.
Yeah.
Like, it might not have been funny when I told you, but
It's true.
it's getting funnier now.
Yeah. It might not be so funny for Kaka Mine. Like, I mean, those Zerglings would be better off just letting the Marines rip into those spine crawlers. And this queen now is going to die.
That is really impressive micro I haven't seen before. Like, I've watched a lot of Pro Starcraft too. Like, perfect Marine splitting like that is surprisingly effective against Zerglings, even with speed, because the Marines are so far apart, it creates more travel time. You know, like, this isn't a strategy that humans can easily pull off, but it's surprisingly effective, it looks like. So.
Yeah, so it looks like it's moving its Zerglings over to its third base now.
Yeah, they are going back to regroup. Ramu is going back, gold in his army. He's going to have another wave coming out any minute now. But one thing to note, Ramu is ahead in income over Kaka Mine. He managed to get his third base out first. Well, I guess not first, but he has a bigger economy. Like, even if like a Zerg and a Terran get their third bases out at the same time, I'd favor the Terran.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Zerg, like even back in Brood War, Zerg needs to be a base up to like have a chance. So
at the moment he has more workers, he has a bigger army, and the only thing that's stopping him is those spine crawlers. But he could march over to that third base now and take them all out, no problem.
Oh man, this micro, I'm loving it.
Oh, it's
my
brilliant.
goodness.
Oh,
This is, I've never seen Marines do so well against speed Zerglings.
This is insane. Ramu, this is amazing.
Yeah, these queens though are.
I mean, they're going down. Yeah.
And he's still rallying Marines.
Yeah.
If he goes to the third, that third is a goner. But one thing you got to keep in mind, one of the hardest things for AIs to do is the ability to know what to attack and how to divide their army. Should you leave units at home? Should you send everything to one base? Should you attack the third? Like, all these decisions are hard to make. And with any luck, it's going to go to the third base, but you never know.
No, it's just going to march straight into those spine crawlers.
I can dream.
Ramu.
I can dream.
Well, we had such high hopes, but no, the micro is brilliant. Against the Zerglings, it wins every time.
If he rallied to that third, he would be in such a strong position. Because then he'd be on 4 bases versus Kaka Mine's 2 bases.
Yeah.
But right now, again, they're still equal in bases. And I'd almost favor Kaka Mine. Kaka Mine has the ability to know what to tech up to, when, and how.
Yeah.
So
Kaka Mine is building a spire now, so I guess that's what he's aspiring to. I'm sorry, I have to.
I know. So my weakness is I focus on upgrades above units.
Yeah.
I think Ramu might need to focus a little more on upgrades instead of units. Like if he had 1-1 right now, this would be a massacre. He'd be unstoppable. Like 1-1 Marines are so good because Kaka Mine, he doesn't have upgrades even on the way. So 1-1 Marines, they would just stomp this.
But it does look like that attack's going to get cleaned up, and every single attack it looks like is less effective now. So, yeah. But Kaka Mine is still lower in units. He has a good supply of Zerglings, but not much else.
Kaka Mine, our macro-based adaptive bot, is behind Ramu in income.
Yeah.
So, if Ramu stockpiles its Marines somehow, it can do some serious damage. Like, it needs to... If it waited, like, 1 more minute before it attacked, it'd have, like, twice as many Marines, and that would be super effective.
But it can't. It's got no gas. It's not making any gas at all, so it can't get any upgrades.
Yeah, it can't get upgrades, but like even like it has serious mineral. I guess Kaka Mine, they're comparable in income, but Kaka Mine's putting it all into gas. So.
Yeah. But
man, this creep spread is gonna pick up the rallied Marines.
Yeah.
Like these Marines have no fear.
It looks like we're getting an attack here from Kaka Mine going into the base and taking out one of those how many? How many barracks is that?
7. 7 at the fourth base. There is 7 barracks.
11, 16. I'm counting. 19.
A total of 19 barracks.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it truly is.
How do you show the upgrades, by the way?
G.
Ah.
All we have is metabolic boost.
Yeah. So there's no upgrades on either side really, and we've got some mutalisks coming in. But again, like, Marines are very good against mutalisks if you can catch them.
Yeah. But there's no stim pack, so that makes it a bit harder.
Yeah.
One advantage Ramu has is its barracks are everywhere, so there's no one place the mutalisks can camp over and kill all the Marines. Like, if units get on top of Terran production, that's GG. But the Terran production spread out. You can't just camp the mutas. Like, what you want to do with the mutas, you want to park them over the Terran production, and when the army comes, you flip around over a wall or something and start attacking the workers, and you can alternate. But here, everything's super decentralized. I don't know if Kaka Mine's going to get enough surface area.
It does look like he's taking out a few of the workers there, so...
Yeah, he is putting in the work. 8 workers down so far. 9, 10, and counting 12. It keeps going up. Yeah, this is not looking good.
And we're getting some over by the main as well.
If Ramu base trades here, he wins 100%. 112 Marines. Oh, maybe not 100% because Zerg could just eventually get enough units to wipe it out.
Yeah.
But the mutalisks don't kill buildings all that fast. The Marines can go stomp everything.
Yeah.
So he needs to do some sort of counterattack. Like.
And Ramu is ahead in supply.
Yeah, he is. Like, his army is super strong, super unstoppable. But it's that his lead right now is not economy, it's army.
Yeah.
He has to press that advantage.
Yeah.
But without knowing that, like, this is a game of imperfect information. Ramu might not know that, so he might just keep defending forever. And like, if you go to his fourth base, yeah, I think you see it, the fourth base camp. These workers aren't even mining anymore. Like, I'm not quite sure what they ate for breakfast or something. How many mushrooms they're tripping? They have one job.
I think they were trying to repair the buildings.
Oh yeah, that is true. But then they just like kind of stopped.
Yeah.
So
they ran out of minerals.
Oh dear.
He's got no minerals left. So are those?
Man, these mutas are going in every direction. They all have a mine of their own.
Yeah. And now we have Kaka Mine is well ahead in army supply now. So in supply now as well. He's not actually ahead in army supply still. But only 4 workers left on the map for Ramu. 8 now. So. But
that is very,
and here
very
come
true.
the Zerglings. And this time it looks like the Zerglings will win out on this trade.
Yeah, it's not good. Hey, every Marine that goes down is gone for good. This supply is seriously plummeting. Kaka Mine, this is his 3rd win, right?
Yeah. And we get the GG from Ramu.
It's one thing you gotta respect about Ramu's bot. He knows when he's beat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It GG's out. So. But yeah, I mean, he had a real opportunity there to actually win that, but unfortunately, you know, if I think if he does that again, we're playing a double round robin, and I think if he does the same tactic, he stands a reasonable opportunity of being able to win that. But it does depend a lot on trying to get out the early attack. So record another for Kaka Mine.
So explain to me what this double round robin means. Like, so after today, we're gonna get another 2 pods. Are they gonna be different pods, or how does this work?
So there's another 2 pods next weekend if you're up for it.
Oh yeah, I might be. I'll have to say I don't have my exact life planned out for too long, but I'd love to. This is fun.
Yeah, no, it's good. So yeah, I think we now have... How many games have we had so far? So we had Madbot against Kaka Mine, which Kaka Mine won. And there was Early Aggro against Kaka Mine, which is another win for Kaka Mine. Seabot against Ramu, which was won by Seabot. Early Aggro against Three-Way Lover, which we will investigate later. It looks like a crash for one of them, but I need to figure out exactly who crashed and how it happened. So Madbot against Early Aggro, which was won by Madbot. And then we've just seen Ramu against Kaka Mine, which is another win for Kaka Mine. So we've got 6 games left. AIC was pointing out in chat that we had a schedule set out earlier. Unfortunately, we didn't quite keep to the schedule because there was... Basically, I read it in the wrong order, so my fuck up, sorry. We will get through all the games, but they won't be necessarily in the order that I said that they would be in earlier.
Oops.
Oh well, shit happens. But yes, so next one up is Three-Way Lover facing off against Seabot. Let me just get back into the game.
Three-Way Lover versus Seabot, you said?
Yes. That's on Lost and Found.
Okay, got it. Loading up now.
Cool. And right. Yamabushi says he's going to lose this one. Yamabushi is the maker of Three-Way Lover. Again, finished second on the ladder this season, so fairly strong bot. He tends to like doing a lot of cheeses though, and I'm not certain that would really win, but we'll see. Right, okay, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so on the top right hand corner we have our red Protoss, and this is Three-Way Lover. And in the bottom left, also playing Protoss, is our blue player Seabot, who says he's Seabot 2.4.3. Hopefully
Nice.
That's a good version. But yeah, we saw last time that Three-Way Lover tried to get a cannon rush out. It wasn't very successful because it was sitting right on top of Ramu's Overlord.
Yeah, I expect great things from this time.
Yeah, and he's sitting there again, ready to go. But we already have a gateway coming out. We have our forge on the way, so I'm guessing that's what he's waiting for. Oh god, Three-Way Lover. It's a good try, but I think it's just too far out. I don't think he's going to be able to really reach anything, especially since Seabot doesn't seem to like to expand a lot. We have the expansion coming out. Right.
Cannons are coming.
Yeah, they're on the way, but I think they're a bit too far out for him.
I mean, this might be good though, because last time he had a little bit of a weakness where the cannons were seen and everything got denied.
Yeah.
If he gets this first cannon up, what he needs to do is he needs to be super aggressive with these cannons. He needs to get way out there and on top and use the cannon that he just built as defense for the next cannons that
Well, he is building a pylon a bit further up, so let's see. This probe's going to come out, and I think that might be in range. Yep, so that's not going to get down. So at least Seabot knows about this now. Let's see how he reacts. That is
true. Yeah, but these cannons are just too far out, man.
Yeah. I think he's building in some Stalkers. Stalkers are generally okay against cannons, but I think Three-Way Lover has got enough cannons now that it's going to take a lot of Stalkers to get through that. If he had a couple of Immortals out, they'd just rip through them in no time at all.
That is true. Immortals and Voiders, I have really not enjoyed fighting against every time I cannon rush. So
yeah. Generally, I find though if I do a cannon rush, if they have immortals and void rays out, I've already lost.
that is true. I mean, yeah, they'll be too far ahead on tech.
Yeah.
So,
but it doesn't look. It's still too far back as far as the cannons go.
And in fact, it seems to be building cannons farther away rather than closer.
Yeah, he needs to just push that forward again a little bit.
I mean, like, these are bots, and the enemy may just like suicide wave after wave of army into cannons.
So, it's entirely possible. I hate to bring it back to your bot, but you know that happened a few times.
Yeah, yeah. I have since learned. My bot now treats cannons as enemies.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about doing a rewrite. There's been a lot advanced in tech since my bot reigns supreme. But
oh no, it should be good. Like I plan to get my one up a bit better next time as well. We have the stalkers coming in here. But
I mean,
stalkers
oh yeah, stalkers are not really what you want against cannons.
Yeah.
They can do work, but I don't think he has enough yet.
No. And if he gets like a Stargate up and a couple of carriers,
he lost his stalker.
Yeah, but if he starts getting carriers out, he can just sail straight over like this direction to his main. He's not going to even bother with those cannons.
Yeah, it's true. Three-way lover had a winning strategy, but I think he might be on track for throwing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
But yeah, there's another stalker coming out.
These stalkers are doing a pretty good job not dying this time, so
yeah,
so good so far.
But three-way lover has a dark shrine being built over in his main over here.
Yeah, that can't. Well, I mean, Seabot has cannons in his mineral line.
Yeah.
Those dark shrines.
Wait, does he?
Those. Seabot?
Oh yeah, he's got a cannon there. Sorry, yes. So, yeah, he's got a cannon in his mineral line, but you can take out a fair amount of his base without going near one.
Yeah, so he's going to need to deny the carriers before they're out, because the Dark Templars don't have catapults. Like, they can't like land on those carriers and start doing damage.
No, they're not very good against carriers. But he's
I'm
almost finished.
thinking we need a flying Dark Templar, like, or a catapult or something.
Oh, that would be so scary.
Yeah, it would be funny. Why can't they blink vertically and land on top of the carriers?
Oh,
they can blink horizontally, but they need to do some serious vertical blinking in order to like get good.
Blizzard, please.
Please no.
Yes.
As a Terran.
It's exactly what we want. Blizzard. We want flying Dark Templars.
Well, the downside is once they blink on the carrier, if the carrier dies, like they're just gonna fall to their death.
They don't fly that high. Like, if you've seen how high the carriers fly off the ground, they're not that flat. I mean, look at that. Look at that Phoenix there. I mean, he's not that high in the air, is he? You could fall from that and you'd be fine.
I mean, yeah. It makes sense why Marines are able to shoot air units if that's truly how high they're flying.
Yeah.
Like, they can basically throw a boomerang and like hit the carriers.
Yeah.
Boomerang the carriers to death. So
this is a problem that I had with my bot for a while, which just build lots of buildings in the mineral lines, and yeah. That's always difficult to solve. I think I've managed to solve that myself now, but yeah. There's actually a library that does it. I think that was.
Is it Overseer that
no.
can do stuff like that for you now?
No, I think Command Center had something in it that
yeah, Command Center does. I think they've probably worked out the bugs now. So
I don't think it's been updated in a long time, so maybe not. But
we'll see.
Here we have our Dark Templar coming in that's just going to suicide itself.
Yeah, we have some Void Rays though. These Void Rays need is a fantastic counter against carriers, in my opinion. Like, the carriers are armored, Void Rays, charge above. You can do some serious damage if you focus fire the carriers.
Yeah. But as we've seen previously in this tournament, a lot of the bots like to focus fire on the interceptors, which is
Yeah.
Void Rays would be
it's the
terrible
closest unit. It's the closest unit that's attacking, so
yeah.
might as well shoot at it. So.
But yeah, I think we're just going to see C-Bot get up to a critical mass of carriers and then just take all this out. I don't see a lot of hope for it, to be honest. And although there is not perfect coverage for the cannons in their base, I think the Dark Templars are going to have a very hard job of finding an area to attack that's out of vision of one of these cannons. But we'll see. And here we have the Stalkers moving out again. That's not the unit you want. We'll see if these carriers just take out the pylons as well, because you take out a couple of those pylons and everything dies.
Yeah, it does not look like it's focus firing the pylons. It is draining shield battery juice, but it doesn't even need to fight these cannons. These cannons can't move. So, I mean...
But we do have a single Void Ray up now, and that Void Ray is going to do some work if we can get to the carrier. But focus the carrier! Come on, Void Ray, focus the carrier! It's doing it! Almost. And now that Void Ray is going down. Oh, it was fun while it lasted.
Recall! Aw, man. Just needs a good old recall, and then...
Yeah.
C-Bot is getting air upgrades for the carriers, and Three-Way Lover is not.
Yeah.
So...
Those
it's just a matter of time now.
So, all of those cannons are held together by just one pylon. You can take out that pylon, but that is not a fight you want to take as a Void Ray.
It really isn't. The C-Bot, one thing I like it's doing is it's stockpiling its carriers.
Yeah.
Gets them all together, then pushes out once they're all full on HP. So that's, not just full on HP, but full on interceptors.
Yeah.
Something that I might take away from this and make all my battle cruisers move out as, not just individually, but as full on death squads. So.
Yeah. There was that one game in, I can't remember if it was WCS or GSL, where they had the mass battle cruisers against mass tempests.
That game, that's happened to me before. I threw.
Yeah.
I learned some serious tactics on how to beat that, but yeah, it was TY versus someone.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
That was an amazing game. I was so hyped watching that. It was so cool.
So good.
But yeah, I think now we're going to see the carriers move out across the map.
Those Dark Templars have not yet figured out that they cannot blink vertically. So they're trying to follow those carriers, but no such luck.
Yep. And Three-Way Lover still on one base doesn't really have a hope in hell of holding this.
It has cannons, man. Cannons.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but cannons are not going to be good against this.
I mean, yeah, it's really not.
Yeah, that's all.
It's gonna be all over the shadow.
Yeah.
It's over, man.
It's not gonna work. What he needs is a cloaked building. If only a Dark Shrine itself was cloaked, that would be really cool.
That would be so annoying. Yeah, so people in chat are asking, hey, why can't this bot expand? Well, I mean, it just might not be the strategy. Like,
yeah.
It's a cannon rush bot. Like, you cannon rush them and follow up with Void Rays. So.
Yeah. It's just sometimes it's best not to expand. We are seeing the Dark Templar take away a few of the Stalkers, but they can't jump. Oh, and we have a pylon over here and a pylon over here.
Yeah, being revealed.
Yeah.
Why does it build pylons there?
I don't know.
Like, oftentimes, maybe it's part of a search and destroy algorithm.
Yeah.
Because like, as a Terran, if the enemy refuses to leave the game and they're not revealed and they're hiding a command center or some stupid building somewhere, what you got to do is you got to build sensor turrets all over the map,
Yeah.
and you have complete vision of everything. So maybe he's just building like sensor turret pylons. Oh, replay desync.
Ah, yeah,
But
that happens sometimes. It's fine.
that's the first time I've seen it.
Okay. So, that was a win for Cbot. Oh,
The chat saying it's an anti-base trade strat. So
okay, so we've been going almost 2 hours now, and I think we've got like 5 more to go through, which is quite a lot. So I might actually cut short by a couple tonight, and we can go through the rest tomorrow or another next week.
these are longer games. So.
Yeah, they do seem to be. So I might go through a couple more, and then we just leave with one round of. Yeah. So if I go for a couple more, and then we're just left with one more round that we're missing out on, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry guys, not going to get through them all, but I do need to go get some water, so I'll do that. And I'll be back in a second.
Skip H-Jax, he's not here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll skip all the Kaka Mine games and just assume he won. It's fine.
The chat said to skip H-Jax, but I mean, I don't know. It's up to you what we show.
Yeah, I'll go for a couple more. We're not going to show the last Kaka Mine game. He's got one against Cbot left, I think. So the next one is Madbot against Three-Way Lover. Let me just see if I can load that up. That's on Fracture.
DT versus DT.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I don't know, because 3-way Lover doesn't really get his DTs out that early. They don't seem to be that impressive on the map, so we'll see anyway.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'm just loading in now. Okay, let's see. Ready in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, sorry guys.
It doesn't look like Three-Way Lover played against Kaka Mine.
Sorry?
Oh, chat just asked, did Three-Way Lover play against Kaka Mine? I'm not seeing it in my replay list.
No.
Oh,
sorry, my throat's just gone.
bless you.
No, that's fine. So, yeah.
That's what happens when we cast.
I know.
I made it.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Any bots that aren't Protoss? Yeah, there's 2 different groups, Group A and Group B. We had a lot less Protoss games yesterday, so if you're not a Protoss fan, you might want to watch the replay.
Yeah. So anyway, after I get my voice back, in the top left we have Madbot, who's our red Protoss, who seems to be splitting his probes up pretty well. And he's going out and immediately trying to take down the proxy cannon rush of Three-Way Lover, who is our blue Protoss. Poor Three-Way Lover, he doesn't seem to be having a lot of success at the moment.
No, he does not.
He doesn't seem to be able to get anything down, like, other than Cbot game, which he successfully managed to get it, but didn't really help him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, so the scouting probe caught it on the way back.
Yeah.
So Madbot went and went back, and then he saw, hey, this pylon's not supposed to be there. So.
Yeah. So anyway, it seems to be sending a probe down here to scout that it just has its forge up.
A Three-Way Lover sends like 1 too many probes, 2 too many probes to go make these cannons.
Yeah.
Definitely does not do him any favors for his economy.
No. But it does look like he's being reasonably successful at getting this one up. It's interesting that that Madbot managed to scout the original one, but isn't scouting this one.
That's true. Bots have less memory than Dory does from finding the meta. Like you see something, you react on it, and then just throw it out your memory bank because you're not going to remember.
But yeah, he definitely hasn't scouted this. I feel like if Three-Way Lover just keeps pushing forward on these rather than backwards, he might be able to take down a few games. But let's see how things go.
Three-Way Lover has not had the same success today as he has on the ladder.
No.
Maybe he's just getting his bad matchups, but
yeah, it's possible.
He's been getting scouted, and it's not good.
Yeah, Three-Way Lover finished second on the ladder. For a long time, he was actually in first place as well. So, so he's actually it's actually a really good bot. It just looks like he's getting countered in the matchups, unfortunately.
Yeah, it happens. Happens.
Yeah. There was a lot of talk before this tournament started that Group B was actually the weaker group, but from what I've seen today, that doesn't seem to be true at all. Like, there's some very, very strong bots in this group. You know, I think certainly there were several people that were saying that Group A was the group of death, but after what I've seen today, Group B certainly would take that role for me, I think.
I mean, yeah, Kaka Mine's here, so
yeah,
definitely strong.
Yeah, you got Kaka Mine, but I think C-Bot is strong as well. I mean, its carrier strat is actually pretty well done, and would challenge a lot of bots. And obviously Ramu with his mass marine tactics is actually super strong as well.
That mass marine's so funny.
Yeah. But it's going to be interesting to see how Madbot breaks this, because he doesn't really go carriers, he doesn't go air units, I don't think anyway, so he'll have to move out with the Stalkers and try and take this out, and I don't think that... I mean, there are a lot of cannons there.
Yeah, chat's saying that Yamabushi may have changed his bot slightly.
Yeah.
So.
Although saying that, there is a Stargate coming down.
Oh.
Is there? I thought I saw it in the production tab.
Oh
wait, no,
finished.
That's Stargate for Three-Way Lover. Yeah, sorry. As we see the first move out here.
Oh man, that sentry. Or sentry. Man, just attack from the high ground.
Yeah.
Stalker on the high ground is using his 200 IQ thunker to go and attack these low ground cannons.
But you say that.
I mean, they're both having plenty of success, but
I think he's going to break this, you know.
I think it's going to break through.
Yeah.
Thanks to that stalker on the high ground.
I think if he attacked the pylons, that would be game over. But it doesn't seem to be doing that. But I think it's still going to break through.
He's going to break through at the loss of so far 6 stalkers, 7 stalkers, and 2 sentries.
Yeah. So that's.
He could have done a lot better without like. I think he could have cleaned it up from the high ground then moved down. But it's hard to understand.
I think that's acceptable losses for Madbot.
Yeah, I mean, they're both on one base.
Yeah, but we know that Three-Way Lover doesn't like to go up to 2 bases, and that's everything down. So, like, if we look at the units now, like, Three-Way Lover has nothing, and it looks like Madbot is just going to march out over the map and take this, maybe.
100%.
And I don't know.
Well, I mean, I say it, but I had those caster curses earlier on today.
Yeah. So there's a few cannons back at home for Three-Way Lover, but I don't think that's really going to help him too much. So there is a few shield batteries as well, so we'll have to see this. But certainly that cyber core is going down.
Yeah, that's not good. He does have the Dark Templar.
Yeah. But, ooh, that's a very good point actually.
The Dark Templar, just one might not be enough.
There's no detection here for it, so But that Dark Templar there is doing work. That's...
Looks like Warp Gate just finished. So we might warp in another Dark Templar.
And now we have some Void Rays, but Void Rays get taken down very easily by Stalkers.
I mean, they can be, but shield batteries definitely help.
Yeah, but it looks like those Dark Templars
Retreat! Oh man, that Void was so close to dying!
Oh, yeah. Oh, and here we have a couple more Stalkers. Is it going to get to that Void Ray? Just 2 shots might take it out. Yes, there it goes!
No! I mean, fine, okay. But these Dark Templars are putting in work. If he gets one more and pushes across the map, things could turn around.
Yeah, absolutely. We see more Stalkers. I don't know if Madbot actually has any code to build any observers though. So
it's very rare. Very rare indeed. Does he have any cannons? No.
Yeah.
That Madbot with a game-winning attack.
Oh god.
Suddenly
Madbot.
on the ropes, thanks to these Dark Templars.
Yeah. Oh,
Dark Templars have such high DPS too.
Yeah. This is why they're so good, especially against, if you can get one in the mineral line without being detected, that's like your entire, like, that's all your workers dead. But, if these Dark Templars go across the map now, there is no cannons back here. It's just...
Yeah, they're gonna get there eventually. They keep going back to fight units, which is fine, I guess, because of this slow trickle of units.
Yeah.
Slow drip. But as they keep getting more and more Dark Templars, like, it's gonna get farther and farther across the map, and Madbot just might not have the...
Yeah.
I mean, don't be too quick to judge. Like, detection is one of the hard problems, just due to the nature of API. So.
But yeah, I mean, it's up to 5 Dark Templars now, and there's no more in production actually, but I don't think he needs any more. He's getting another Void Ray. But again, it just seems like he's getting dragged away by these units here. And there we go.
This Void Ray, put it in work.
Yeah, if the Void Ray comes across here, that's going to be the end, because at that point, even with a slow trickle of units, the Void Ray can just keep fire on them, and they're not going to be able to get past. So there we go.
So one thing that's interesting to know about Three-Way Lover is I feel like it thinks it's supposed to be on a second base. It has 27 probes. I wonder if it thinks it is meaning to be on a second base. That's like almost twice as many probes as what it should have.
Yeah.
So.
But Madbot hasn't got to a second base either, so...
Madbot has the right amount of workers though. 16 on the main, 3 on each gas, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is hard to watch.
Oh.
These Dark Templar, these capey boys, the invisible Grim Reapers.
Yeah.
With capes.
This is just going to take a while, but it's just going to clean them up.
I think at this point it's not going to be too much longer.
Yeah.
Dark Templars rip through things. They do so much damage.
Especially worker lines.
100%, yeah. You blink and your whole army's dead. Your whole mineral line's dead.
Yeah.
And here they go.
Yeah.
So a Three-Way Lover does have like a lot of the basics though. It has ground units and air units. You gotta have to get the air units to take out floating buildings and other flying units. But you can see how it got as far as the basics taken care of.
Yeah. In this case, he just can't see them, and they're going down. One observer there would have won the whole match for Madbot, but unfortunately not. GG, guys.
It's just so hard to know and detect Dark Templars.
Yeah, as you found out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, 5-minute bot does it really well when I first put Dark Templars in. And literally I put Dark Templars into my bot, and within a week he'd come back and like had detection. It's like, oh god, I spent all that time.
Yeah. I just haven't been putting the time into the bot, so.
Yeah.
That was another decent game. not quite the same nail biters that we've had yesterday.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, all the games were so good.
Yeah. I think I say going back to Starcraft against Yobot, that was such a good game. Um, USC2 says avoid credential screen. I'm not bothered about that because essentially I want to keep the same screen because it makes it easier for streaming it. So, yeah. Anyway, so GG there.
Oh,
Three-way lover picks up his first win.
oh, Alt F4 putting the replay avoids the credential screens.
It
I guess
does, yeah.
that's why I haven't ever had them.
But yeah, the problem with that is that then you have to go back and basically set up the window again within OBS. So I don't bother with that. Yeah. So yeah. But yes, 3-0 level with his first winner there. So I think now that's almost every. No, I was going to say almost every bot with a win, but not quite. Next one is going to be Ramu against Early Aggro.
Okay.
Right. Load this one up. Yep. Looks like it's going to be a TVZ this time, yo. Not TVT. Unless they've changed race very quickly.
You never know.
I think it's unlikely. Although we did actually have one random race bot on the ladder. It didn't do very well, but it did actually compete and win a few games. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let me know when you're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so top left we have our Red Terror and Ramu. It's been having a couple of good games recently, but not managed to put a win on the board. So let's see if this can be his. And in the bottom right we have Early Aggro, which is our Blue Zerg. I think this is going to be a really interesting game because you're going to have basically Zerglings running directly into lots of mass marines, and you know Ramu has a lot of good micros. So let's see if we can pull this off.
Yeah, I really want to see like I think Ramu needs like a medevac or two.
Yeah.
And he'll be so strong, you know.
He would be, but he doesn't get gas. That's the problem.
So we haven't gone to you need to change your OBS.
Oh. Yeah, sorry guys. Thanks for telling me. It's been a long night, guys. I apologize. It's alright, nothing's happened yet. Apart from Ramu building barracks, and more barracks, and more barracks. I think we're up to like 11 or 12 at last game, were we? Or
I think we got like 19.
Oh god. I mean, it's good
which
tactic.
Is only 19 Marines at a time. So that's not enough to counter a lot of strategies. Like because Marines are a first tier tech unit, you can get a lot of bases and get a lot of Marines. And even if you're against something like a Colossus, you can just send wave after wave of Marines as long as you have enough bases in production. So
yeah, no.
19's not enough to do that though. So you need like twice that many.
It's definitely a hugely strong tactic, even against spots though.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's crazy strong. But
yeah. Like if he just actually managed to get some gas and like put into a little bit of upgrades, a little bit of medevacs maybe, like that strategy would be amazing. But yeah,
I'm honestly surprised how good just like raw Marines are. So
as you said earlier, they have no counter.
Yeah, I love that. It's so true in Starcraft 2 though. In Starcraft 1, like everything beats them, but in Starcraft 2, they can move and shoot almost at the same time. So
I lose count of the amount of times on ladder where people just get loads and loads of Marines and destroy me with nothing else. And it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, I did a game earlier today where it was basically that. So
yeah, But we have our first 2 Zerglings coming out.
At least speaking for me on experience, there is a timing against this type of build where you can get enough Zerglings and just kill them.
Yeah.
Like if he moves out with twice as many Zerglings within the next minute or two,
Yeah.
like I think around 3:30 to 4 minute mark is when Zerg can do it. But Marines don't do splash damage, so they just get surrounded and wiped out. It's super annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it would really help if he had a wall up, but it doesn't look like he's got the starts of a wall, but it's not like it's not going to stop Zerglings coming in. If you've got a very small choke area, then that would stop it. It looks like we're going to have the attack.
You can't quite build the units fast enough, the wall fast enough naturally. You have to see it coming.
Yeah. But here we have the attack. And it looks like it's being held.
Yeah, this is not enough Zerglings. He needs to go
nowhere near.
He needed more.
But we are going to see Ramu move out across the map, maybe for a counterattack.
And Ramu's going to do some serious damage, unless the Banelings or something gets built. He's spending that gas money that he could have spent on Banelings on Burrow. So not quite sure I can say I'm a fan of that, but I mean...
No. I mean, have we seen any other units from Early Aggro other than Zerglings? I don't think we have. So, but you know...
yeah, I don't think so either.
I think the Marines are just going to move across the map, and I don't think there's enough Marines here to take it, especially now that they have speed. So we have Zerglings with Zergling speed, and Ramu is... Oh wow, that's some really good micro.
I think the Marines can do it, especially... Not like this, the Marines need a focus fire.
But that's some seriously good micro, even if the Marines are going to lose this engagement. Like,
if the Marines focus fire, they do seriously better. Like, look at all these Zerglings with like very little health, but still not getting focused down.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd have to watch it again slower. Maybe some of the Marines just were out of range, and they were doing their best, you know.
I think they were trying to kite back, but they just kind of failed. When the Zerglings have Zergling speed, it's very difficult to kite back against them.
I 100% agree. Ramu is definitely favored here because he's the Zerg getting more bases. And once again, Early Aggro tries to take a Zergling, bury it underneath the third to deny it. Too slow. So it looks like he's going to deny the fourth this way. But
I'm not certain if that's the case. I think he's put it there deliberately just to scout it. But
I think so. I mean, at the fourth and the fifth, he put it there to deny. I think.
Oh yeah, you're correct. Yeah. But we'll see. Early Aggro does have a small lead in terms of army, but he's still quite a way behind in terms of workers, though. As we see an attack into the third, this might be successful actually. Some Marines come in to defend.
Yeah, this is what Early Aggro needed to do to get back in this game.
Yeah.
His army was out of position. I think focused the command center a bit better. He might have been able to deny it.
Yeah.
But he needs to take down that third. But I don't favor Zergs on an equal economy.
But Early Aggro is now getting a third of his own, but as you said, it's only to equal out. And we might have a base trade here because we have Ramu moving across the map. We also have Early Aggro coming into the third again. So
that would be our first base trade. Base trade logic is actually pretty rare for bots because generally bots will try and like send their whole army to attack something. Oh, and Ramu's coming back. So
yeah, he's sending his army back rather than to attack.
But if he attacked, he'd do so much.
Yeah, but I think the Zerglings were very much kind of like spread fire. Like if they'd have focused fire on that command center, they would have taken it down.
Yeah, I mean, not to say the Zerglings didn't do their job. 22 workers went down.
Yeah.
So
let's see, only 22 Marines lost this time.
94 Zerglings though. Yeah, this is the classic battle: Zerglings versus Marines.
Yeah.
The creep spread needs to be better. If he got the creep close, like more around his base, I don't think the Marines could micro as well.
I think there is a base trade going on here, though. I think Ramu is going to take the natural, while Early Aggro is going to take out the third over here.
Wow, this is a rare moment. Dang.
Yeah. But does look like Ramu has the advantage in supply here. So, I mean, yeah, he's just going to accept the base trade.
Base trade logic is kind of like uncharted territory for a lot of bots.
But here's the
Like,
difference.
it just doesn't happen a lot.
But here's the difference. That Zergling army is being cleaned up back at home, while this Ramu's army is still going. Ramu's army is still massively far ahead.
So let's see what Ramu does. Will he go and finish him off, or will he head back? If he goes and does more damage to the enemy's base, Ramu will be seriously favored. But if he walks all the way back to deal with that few Zerglings, like Early Aggro will have time to rebuild. Like he has 2 bases up, not very many drones, but like you can't leave Zerg alone for all that long.
No, but he does. I mean, he does have a slight worker lead, but not by much. And it looks like Ramu is doing neither. He needs to either do one or the other. He's just walking backwards and walking back again.
Yeah, he's being very indecisive.
Do one or the other.
Like Ramu has some chance. Like but
he's going to get that orbital taken out, and if he does that, he's down to 1 base compared to the 4 bases.
Oh yeah, I guess he might not lift his base.
But the army is coming down now.
Okay, the orbital looks like it's going to be spared.
Yeah.
But at what cost?
But
like that was serious opportunity cost. He has 1 worker.
Yeah, 1 worker left. If he doesn't win with this push, and to be fair, he has 54 army compared to 14. But if he doesn't win with this push, he's going to be in some serious trouble. Like,
he very well could, though. Well, let's just see if he gets confused or not.
He is supply blocked, although not anymore. So
it's going to be... Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he's not building any more supply depots either. So... Oh wait, yes, he is building a supply depot.
He needs to like have that 3rd base like really put in some work, because bots are often really bad at scouting and following. Like clearly, if I was a human player, I'd be like, oh, look at where this creep is going. There's clearly a base down there. But as an AI, he's probably gonna go to the main next.
Yeah.
And then what is he gonna do? Like if this 3rd base gets out of control, like there's a chance. Like every Marine that goes down is gonna be a dead Marine for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like even damage that Marines takes isn't gonna get healed up. Like these, like he has no workers. So how long will Ramu be confused for? Will he manage to figure it out?
I don't know. He was going to go back to the main to deal with a couple of Zerglings, but it looks like he's figured it out now. It looks like he's going into the main of Early Aggro. But this is a seriously exciting game. Like,
yeah, there are no Zerglings back at Ramu's base, so it's like, I can attack you now safely. There is a chance that the Zerglings will come out of the 3rd, go all the way back into Ramu's main, and then it will confuse Ramu again, because Ramu will see his base is under attack and he'll try and go back. Meanwhile, in the main of Early Aggro, he is cleaning up. Like, it's a little late for those, like the Zerglings are back in Ramu's main and he's not turning around. Ramu's showing no mercy.
Yeah, I don't think like 4 Zerglings are enough to deal with this. Like there's a couple more coming now.
Like his only chance is to like buy time with those Zerglings attacking the base. Like can he get Ramu to go all the way back home to deal with these Zerglings?
I think that's the case, but there's not much left in the main. If he'd have taken out that spawning pool there, that would have been the end of the Zerglings.
Yeah, that spawning pool, key building right now. I thought for sure that was going to go down.
Yeah. But it looks like those Zerglings have almost taken out this, and that orbital's going down.
Yeah, the orbital's dead.
Wow.
Thankfully his wall's up. Those Zerglings are going to take a while to get in. He does not look like he has any code to repair his building though. Like he's supply blocked. Those minerals have to go to do something. That mule can go repair those depots, buy time for the Marines to get back, and it's not happening.
So all we have left for Early Aggro is this base down on the bottom left though. So I don't know if Ramu has seen it. No, he hasn't. So he doesn't know it's there.
His Marines are getting dangerously low. Every point of damage is there to stay.
Well, they do heal up very slowly over time, don't they? But
Marines don't.
don't they? I thought they
No,
did.
that's only Zerg units.
Ah, okay.
I wish Marines could heal over time, but they have no immune system or something. Like they just don't know how to heal themselves.
But there goes the spawning pool, so that should be the end of the Zerglings, in theory. Unless Ramu builds another one.
So there is a danger. Like you got to remember the win condition of Starcraft. That is to kill all the enemy bases.
Yeah.
All the enemy buildings. Ramu will keep going back to the main to try and kill these buildings. These Zerglings could eventually wear down these buildings in the main. And if these Zerglings don't ever have to fight the army. All he has to do is kill these buildings.
Is his army going to get back in time to defend this? Like,
he might not.
Oh, GG called.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, GG called by.
Dang! Oh no! Oh man! So I had so much respect for I have so much respect for Ramu's ability to detect GGs. But in base trade scenarios like this, it can fight back against you. It could have been anyone's game still.
Yeah.
But I think Ramu lost though.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people give me crap for having code that lifts my buildings, but it's situations like that that I leave it in. So.
Yeah.
That was a close one. That was probably the best game we've had today.
Yeah, very close. So in theory, we were due to go through 3 more games today, but it's getting 2.5 hours in, and I'm tired, and I know you have to head out soon, don't you, or something?
Yeah, I might have to go soon. So.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for coming on. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next weekend with a bunch more games, so we'll put out announcements about that when that happens. I will get the league tables, the group tables updated as soon as I come off stream, so that should be up in the next within the next half hour. But yeah, so some really good bots. I mean, Kaka Mine is an absolute monster. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to beat him. I hope it's not an 8-0 or wait, 10-0 now. I hope we have some challenge for him, but you know.
He probably will. There's some serious bots in the other side of the bracket. I'm looking forward for Kaka Mine versus Sarsa bot or 5-minute bot. A lot of these bots on the other side of the bracket or the other group have some potential.
Yeah, so. Definitely. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the bots in this group, C-bot, I've been impressed with. I love the carrier tech, and you know, there's a few bots in here that with just a little bit of tweaking, maybe Ramu with some gas and some upgrades, and Stimpack would be absolutely unbeatable. It would be crazy, but yeah.
Man, if he even 1-1 is all you would need to be it gets so much powerful against a lot of these bots. Yeah. You cannot out of a lot of the upgrades in the game, 1-1 Marines I think are one of those big moments. 2-2 even more so, but 1-1 Marines against Zerglings, Zerglings stand no chance. So.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But yeah, anyway, so the final round of games. I think we played them a bit out of order, so I think C-bot has 1 less game than a lot of the others. So sorry about that, C-bot. We'll play all the games out next week. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.